What if the secret to unlocking your brain's full potential isn't some expensive pill or a complicated app, but is already sitting in your kitchen? So many of us struggle with brain fog, forgetfulness, and that dreaded afternoon slump, and we just assume it's a normal part of life. But what if it's not? What if you could literally rewire your brain for better focus and memory, just by making a few simple choices at the grocery store? Today, I'm going to share the top 10 scientifically proven foods that can actually make you smarter and more productive. And you'll want to stick around, because number 7 might just surprise you. Welcome to Bio-Optimize Lab, the channel where we decode the science behind peak performance. Today, we're not just talking about healthy eating, we're talking about strategic eating. We're going to explore the powerful connection between nutrition and cognitive function, how the right foods can build a better brain, sharpen your focus, and boost your productivity. The idea is pretty simple. Your brain is a high-performance machine, and it needs premium fuel. The nutrients you eat become the literal building blocks for your brain cells and the chemical messengers, the neurotransmitters, that control everything from your mood to your memory. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable list of the top 10 foods to add to your diet, along with easy ways to do it. I'll break down the science of why each one works, so you know exactly how you're upgrading your own biology. We'll cover everything from fighting off cognitive decline to sharpening your focus for that next big project. Let's get started. To kick off our list, we're starting with 2 foundational foods that are absolute powerhouses for your brain structure and health. Think of these as the essential materials for building a stronger, more resilient mind. Number 10. Oily fish. First up, and for a very good reason, is oily fish. I'm talking about salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, a type of fat that your brain absolutely thrives on. Your brain is about 60% fat, and a large portion of that fat is the omega-3 type, specifically DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid. So, why is this a big deal? DHA is a primary structural component of your brain cells, especially in the cerebral cortex, the part responsible for memory, language, and attention. Think of it as the high-quality material needed to build and repair brain cells, making sure the communication between them is fast and efficient. When you don't get enough omega-3s, your brain has to settle for lower-quality fats to build its cells, which can lead to slower signaling and a dip in cognitive function. And the research backs this up. A 2022 systematic review found that omega-3 supplementation can improve learning, memory, and blood flow to the brain. On top of that, studies have consistently linked a higher omega-3 intake to a lower risk of age-related mental decline and certain neurodegenerative conditions. These fatty acids are also incredible anti-inflammatories, and by reducing inflammation in the brain, they help protect it from damage and support your overall mental well-being. Getting more oily fish into your diet is simple. Aim for at least 2 servings a week. Grilled salmon for dinner, a sardine salad for lunch, or even adding some mackerel to your morning scramble are all fantastic ways to do it. If you're not a fan of fish, a high-quality algae-based omega-3 supplement is a great alternative. Next up, at number 9, is a breakfast staple that's a true champion for brain health. The egg. For years, eggs got a bad rap, but they are honestly one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, especially for your brain. The key nutrient we're focusing on here is choline. Choline is a vitamin-like compound that your body uses to create acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that is absolutely essential for regulating mood, memory, and even muscle control. Acetylcholine helps your brain cells communicate with each other, and keeping those levels healthy is critical for forming new memories and staying focused. In fact, research shows that lower levels of acetylcholine are linked to age-related cognitive decline. The science here is pretty solid. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with higher choline intake performed better on cognitive tests. And the benefits start incredibly early. Choline is so crucial for brain development that a mother's intake during pregnancy has been shown to improve information processing speed in her infant. But it's not just about the choline. Eggs also deliver high-quality protein, vitamin B12, and lutein, which all support brain function. Lutein, an antioxidant found in the yolk, has even been linked to better academic performance in children. So, how do you get more eggs into your diet? It couldn't be easier. A hard-boiled egg makes a perfect grab-and-go snack. Scramble a couple with some veggies for a nutrient-packed breakfast. For adults, The recommended adequate intake for choline is 425 milligrams for women and 550 milligrams for men, and just 2 large eggs get you a big chunk of the way there. And please, don't skip the yolk. That's where most of the choline and other brain-boosting goodies are hiding. Alright, let's move on to our next category. Antioxidant-rich foods that protect your brain from the wear and tear of daily life. Your brain is a metabolic furnace, using about 20% of your body's oxygen. This high-energy activity creates byproducts called free radicals, which can cause oxidative stress and damage your brain cells over time. The foods in this section are your brain's personal security team. Number 8. Blueberries. At number 8, we have one of the most famous brain foods out there. Blueberries. These little berries are bursting with flavor, but more importantly, they are packed with powerful plant compounds called flavonoids, especially anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give blueberries their gorgeous deep blue and purple color, and they happen to be incredible antioxidants. Anthocyanins work by neutralizing those harmful free radicals, shielding your brain from oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the main culprits behind brain aging and neurodegenerative diseases. And their benefits go even further. Studies suggest these compounds can actually improve communication between brain cells, a process called synaptic plasticity, which is fundamental for learning and memory. There's a lot of research on blueberries. One study had older adults consume blueberries daily for 12 weeks. The result? They showed improved memory and were more accurate on attention-based tasks. Another recent study from 2024 found that participants who ate just half a cup of blueberries a day saw improvements in learning, memory, and executive function skills like planning and task management. They seem to do this, in part, by increasing blood flow to the brain, which delivers more oxygen and nutrients right where they're needed most. Adding blueberries to your diet is both easy and delicious. Toss a handful into your morning smoothie, oatmeal, or yogurt. Eat them fresh as a snack. Frozen wild blueberries are a fantastic choice, too. Number 7. Turmeric. Coming in at number 7 is the golden spice, turmeric. The real magic behind turmeric comes from its active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that has been studied like crazy for its neuroprotective benefits. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy of the brain, contributing to cognitive decline and a range of neurological issues. Curcumin can directly cross the blood-brain barrier and works to calm this inflammation at a molecular level. It also boosts levels of a vital protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. You can think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps existing neurons survive and encourages the growth of new ones, which is critical for learning, memory, and overall mental flexibility. A recent meta-analysis concluded that curcumin supplementation can improve overall cognitive function, with studies showing the most significant effects in older adults who took it consistently for at least 24 weeks. If you're finding this information useful and want to learn more science-backed strategies to optimize your health and performance, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to BioOptimize Lab. We're committed to bringing you the latest science-backed tips that are easy to understand and actually apply to your life. Your support helps us make more content just like this. Now, let's get back to our list. We've covered building blocks and antioxidants. Now, let's talk about the minerals that are essential for sharp cognitive function and mental energy. These micronutrients play a surprisingly huge role in how well your brain works day to day. Number 6. Pumpkin seeds. At number 6, we have a food that's easy to overlook but is a true nutritional powerhouse for the brain. Pumpkin seeds. Also known as pepitas, these little seeds are packed with a treasure trove of brain-boosting minerals, including magnesium, zinc, iron, and copper. Let's break that down. Zinc is critical for nerve signaling and how your brain cells talk to each other. A zinc deficiency has been linked to several neurological conditions. Magnesium is essential for learning and memory, and low levels can contribute to a range of neurological problems. Your brain also needs iron to carry oxygen and produce key neurotransmitters that regulate your mood, while copper helps control nerve signals. Number 5. Dark chocolate. Good news for all the chocolate lovers out there. Coming in at number 5 is dark chocolate. Now, before you run out and grab any old candy bar, it's important to know we're talking about high-quality dark chocolate, ideally with 70% or more cocoa content. The brain benefits come from the cocoa itself, which is loaded with flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants. Researchers believe the flavonoids in cocoa gather in areas of the brain that handle learning and memory. Studies show these compounds may enhance cognitive function by improving blood flow to the brain, which means more oxygen and nutrients for peak performance. One study indicated that daily cocoa consumption appeared to improve attention, verbal learning, and memory. Another clinical trial found that people who frequently ate dark chocolate reported feeling less tired and showed improved executive function, which includes problem solving and focus. Number 4. Nuts, especially walnuts. At number 4, we have nuts, and we have to give a special shout out to walnuts. While most nuts are great for your health, walnuts really stand out when it comes to the brain. They have a much higher concentration of a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, than any other nut. Now your body can convert ALA into DHA, that same critical omega-3 fat we talked about in oily fish. However, it's important to know that this conversion process isn't very efficient in humans, so walnuts shouldn't be seen as a direct replacement for fish. But they are still incredibly beneficial, as they're also packed with antioxidants like polyphenol and vitamin E, which help protect brain cells from oxidative damage and inflammation. This unique combination of omega-3s and antioxidants makes walnuts a true brain superfood. Research suggests a strong link between a healthy diet that includes walnuts and better cognitive function, mental health, and a reduced risk for neurodegenerative diseases. One study even found that regular walnut consumption may help slow down the brain's aging process. Number 3. Broccoli. Coming in at number 3 is a vegetable that absolutely deserves its spot on any brain food list. Broccoli. This cruciferous vegetable is packed with a unique combination of powerful nutrients, including high levels of vitamin K and choline. Vitamin K is a fat-soluble vitamin that's essential for forming sphingolipids, which are a type of fat that's densely packed into your brain cells. Some studies have even linked a higher vitamin K intake to better memory. And as we already know from the section on eggs, broccoli is also a great source of choline, which helps support the production of that key memory neurotransmitter, acetylcholine. Number 2. Oranges. At number 2, we have a fruit that's famous for boosting your immune system but is also a superstar for your brain, the orange. The key nutrient here is vitamin C, and you can get all the vitamin C you need for an entire day in just one medium orange. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that is crucial for preventing mental decline. It fights off the free radicals that can damage brain cells, helping to support overall brain health as you age. Studies have shown that people with higher blood levels of vitamin C tend to perform better on tasks involving focus, memory, and decision speed. And vitamin C's role is bigger than just defense. Number 1. Green tea. And finally, at number 1 on our list of foods that make you smarter and more productive, we have green tea. Green tea is special because it contains 2 powerful compounds that work in harmony to create a state of calm, focused alertness: L-theanine and caffeine. Caffeine, as we all know, is a stimulant that helps you feel more alert. It works by blocking adenosine, a neurotransmitter that makes you feel sleepy. But for some people, the caffeine in coffee can lead to jitters or anxiety. This is where L-theanine comes in. L-theanine is an amino acid that has a relaxing effect on the mind, without making you drowsy. It does this by increasing the activity of the calming neurotransmitter GABA, while also boosting dopamine and the production of alpha waves in the brain. The result is a state of relaxed alertness, where you feel focused and attentive, but also calm and composed. You can enjoy it hot or iced. Just be mindful not to add too much sugar, as that can work against its positive effects. Which of these foods are already a part of your routine, or which one will you start with today? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Be sure to check out the next video on my channel, BioOptimize Lab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who could use it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.